Oh.
I know where you live.
Oh, I'm a super pipec when it comes to these references. I'm sorry. Yesterday, God's medical reference. I was like, huh?
You know what?
You know what's cooking?
That was so fucking funny. You just 15 seconds later, you just suddenly yell boom.
Out of nowhere, dude. Out of nowhere, bro. Thank you.
10 seconds remaining.
Here we are
5
at game
seconds
4. Who would have thought after 2 really good decisive victories from TNC, Fnatic claw it back in game number 3, and we are going to be heading into draft for game number 4 really soon. But Black, what do you think the atmosphere down in Fnatic is at the moment? Because I know if I was them, I'd be absolutely ecstatic knowing that it's not over yet.
They got the hands on Terrible. They're probably like, yeah, game 5, let's go. Yeah, this time around, I hope TNC knows what they're doing against it, because last game they had 0 answers. He free farmed on lane. Did he ever die in this entire game? I don't think so, right?
I don't have the answer to that one off the top of my head.
Maybe 0 deaths, maybe not. But he carried his team. That's all that matters. And they're giving it to him again. And Lion.
I was about to say that. They're gonna let them have the exact same 2 first picks, the Lion, the Terrorblade. I guess TNC are like, it's alright, it was only one.
And now we throw to gods to explain their thought process.
Why do you give him the Terrorblade?
I mean, I think this is just a better argument for Fnatic. So, I mean, the thought process for Fnatic I can explain. It's like, we get first pick. I think TNC should have just banned Lion, because this Lion hero allows you to pick TP, and Lion is just like a very, like, it's like soft counter to TP. But the reason TNC don't burst to the TP themselves is because then they're playing into Lion plus a potential counter like PL. So I think TNC think this Phoenix plus teamfight is going to be the answer. My guess is they're going to go very heavy teamfight. Unlike last game where it felt like Fnatic had both TB and better teamfight, this time around TNC's like, let's at least, we'll give them TB, but we'll make sure we have the better teamfight.
Yeah, and the lane is pretty good. Like, if it is Dragon Knight Phoenix against the Terrorblade, he should be having a lot more problems than last game.
And also, DK gives them stuns, so they've got those disables that they need to play around, which they didn't they did last game, but they had to pick a Shaman. So
no need for Shaman anymore. They're happy.
Oh, yeah.
they had Shaman on the list. They crossed him out. They're like, all right, don't trial that one again.
Mushi was like, no.
Taking it off the list, never to be played again for TNC. But yeah, the Dragon Knight's also really good because, like you guys have said many times, it's really flexible, right? It can go in that lane with the Phoenix, but they can also put it in a few other places as well, depending on what Fnatic pick. And I think that's where TNC thrives, is not being backed into that corner that they were for last game. They have a lot more options open for them. And on top of that Lion topic that we were talking about, I personally would rather let the Lion through and have that Terrorblade paired with it than to let a Nyx Assassin through.
I mean, you know me, I'm a Nyx hater. I agree with that. I'm a little bit concerned for TNC though. The last 2 drafts were pretty Fnatic favored. Hopefully they can figure out what they want this time around. Because Fnatic looks like they know exactly what they want to do.
Yeah, I wonder if I was gonna have a bold prediction. Last time they actually played DK carry. That's gonna be. So they did it when they have a mid. I think they had a mid TA. So usually that's when they have like a mid that can also. I don't think there's any good options. I say that because Lesh is actually still in the pool. That's usually been a first 2 pick, but Lesh is there for both teams. The problem with TNC picking Lesh is it kind of reveals that, you know, DK offlane, Lesh mid, and I don't think TNC want to reveal their mid and offlane when they have the last pick. So they're actually going to ban the Lesh, which is smart.
Yeah, Mirana back on the menu. A DK Mirana lane. Very good against a hero like Terrorblade, who has very low health. I like
good at all stages in the game. Like late game, you have a way to kill TB. I feel like this forces Fnatic to pick up some kind of save, like a Tusk or something, to basically answer that Dragon Tail arrow combo they need.
Or potentially Abaddon.
Keep TB alive. Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah, Abaddon, Tusk, whatever it may be.
TB Abaddon is also a pretty decent lane. But yeah, TNC looks already a lot better than before. With their 3 heroes.
I would agree with you.
Fnatic's turn to pick.
Fnatic has picked up that Abaddon.
Oh, it actually went through this time. I didn't notice.
Yeah, neither did I.
Armel Puck, let's go. Yeah. That is a good answer to Terrorblade.
they were not going to let it go through any longer. They're like, we have to pick it now, because if it's not picked now, it's definitely going to get banned in one of the next phases. Sure.
But again, they do have a line against it. It's not a free puck game, but Amel has played against a lot of pucks in this qualifier already and seemed very comfortable with it.
We've seen a similar lineup come out from TNC as well, except they had the Terrorblade on the side joined the puck and the Phoenix and the
which
Dragon.
is way better.
And their carry options when we get to the end of this draft, I feel like they're going to be, again, digging out from the bottom of the barrel. They've already lost, you know, the obvious TB counters. There's going to be 2 more bans, so it does feel like the Gabby hero options are going to be limited.
Yeah, once more. 3rd game in a row. I mean, I'm just going to keep going back to it. I won.
Last pick is not one.
Naga Siren, let's go.
Oh, out of the heroes picked for TNC right now, can Gabby be put on any of these comfortably?
I mean, he can play Dragon Knight, but it is already pretty much confirmed that it is a DK Mirana dual offlane. They could put Dragon Knight as carry, but you're on such a big timer against this Terrorblade. Like, you don't want to do that to yourself. I'd much rather see them just pick something. I mean, Drow is just gonna get banned again. And Aqua. This time around, they banned Faces Void actually.
Oh.
Okay. I mean, it's a strong combo with the egg. It means the Drow might survive for the Arc Warden.
Yeah.
But they do have some options.
Are you willing to have another Arc Warden game?
I'm fine with it. I'm. Today's early. I woke up early, drank lots of water. I'm ready for a 10-hour game if need be.
I don't think I'm ready for a 10-hour game.
Yeah, don't make it happen, please. I was just kidding. You know my philosophy? 1 hour and I'm out.
Yeah, and I was so proud of you yesterday. You lasted till the 70-minute game. You hadn't tapped out yet.
Yeah, I didn't want to leave Gods alone. I know how much he likes me, so I want to keep him company.
You went the distance. I know you struggled to last long enough, Black, so thank you.
Yeah, it's one of my weaknesses. But, you know, can't be good at everything.
Can't be good at everything. But this Ember Spirit, what is it good for on the Fnatic lineup? Tell me that one, Black.
They honestly have pretty good answers to it. They have an arrow. After a Dragon Tail, they have a puck coil. It's not an easy Ember game, but in combination with a Baron, it's a lot harder to lock him down. So he's just going to be looking for an early BKB and jump into the back lines of the team fight. Just make sure life is hard for the Phoenix, Mirana, and Puck. And it lanes very well against Puck too. Just max Sleight of Fist. There's a ton of damage in the laning phase. So Drow Ranger is in.
I don't know. I think the reason they leave it in is because it's pretty hard to play Drow into heroes like Ember. I feel like that they just get on top of you. That's another hero that Ember makes their life difficult.
Very true.
Do you like the Drow? Is there a potential for the Medusa, or does that make TNC's life?
5 seconds.
Medusa can work.
Yeah.
It's just
See that work.
a little bit low on the damage front early on, perhaps. Like you have a Dragon Knight, Mirana, who doesn't really deal a lot of damage until higher levels. Same with Puck.
It doesn't fit what we've been seeing from TNC, right? Which is that really big explosive early game. So it could work, just not really the style that they've been going for right now.
And I don't really know how much Gabby actually likes heroes like Medusa. He's more of this jumpy kind of core player, which Drow Ranger also doesn't really fit.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, maybe he's gonna pull out another hero out of the magic box.
5 seconds remaining.
One of the unplayed heroes potentially that haven't been seeing.
Unfortunately, I think that's not gonna happen. Terrorblade is so good against most of them.
It's probably why so many of them are still unpicked. Terrorblade's just so consistent.
It's a godlike hero right now. Got nerfed a little bit. -2 base armor. Oh no.
Fnatic side, though, they are coming up to their last pick.
Time for Legion Commander again.
You've really wanted it since game 1.
Yeah, I mean, game 1 it didn't work because it was a bad Legion pick, but now it's actually a really good Legion pick against this Puck Coil, Dragon Knight Mirana. You have a Baron who can save, you have Legion who can save, Lion, Legion is a strong lane, but maybe Def is like, nah, don't do that to me. I'm done.
He knows. I feel like he knows if he picks Legion, they're gonna Ursa again. Which, you know, it's not like completely game over for you, but last time around it was a tough time for him.
Bloodseeker. All right, now I think I like Dusa a little bit more.
I feel like we've seen Fnatic play the Bloodseeker as well before. If do you believe so? Unless someone corrects me.
One game with Death Hat.
Yeah, they had.
Exactly.
Yeah, they had Io, Lion, Bloodseeker, Jaro, and Templar. So.
Yeah. Yes, is a very strong pressure hero. Not a lot of carry heroes can lane against him comfortably. So the question is, are we going to see Drow or something more out of the box, like a Medusa? Troll Waller, let's go. Drow makes the most sense, I think.
See as the time.
Maybe what do you have for us, man? We're all looking at you.
Yeah, this is to be again a bad side that the way TNC used this last week. We'll go for the safe option. Yeah. Medusa.
Yeah, I think Medusa makes a lot more sense now that they picked Bloodseeker, because you are a tower to begin with. You do not care about getting ruptured at all. You just want to stand there and hit people. Makes perfect sense. Lanes well into Bloodseeker too, and it doesn't really put a timer on Fnatic, I'd say, but you can definitely match a Terrorblade.
They also don't struggle, like if Ember Spirit were to jump on top of the Medusa, it's not going to struggle anywhere near as much as that Drow. But normal question that I always am going to ask, starting with you, Black, which draft do you like? Which side do you favor?
I think I'm going to go with TNC this time around. Their gameplay seems a little bit more easy, whereas Fnatic, they really rely on DJ minded with his positioning, shielding off important spells. It seems like a pretty tough Abaddon game. I like what TNC has here.
And God, for you, which one?
I'm gonna lean Fnatic. They've got Lion TB, which is just like a proven recipe for success. I feel like that's and also I won a game 5. So those two things. Give me Fnatic. Give me game 5.
That is very true. I would absolutely love a game 5, but I do slightly favor TNC's draft a little bit more, on top of the fact that they've been able to execute a little bit better than Fnatic in the games we have seen. Yeah, I think it's just a recipe for success on the side of TNC. But we're going to jump into game number 4 for this grand finals. Take it away.
Alrighty, it's 4, and it's about time, Black. Abby, you've been calling for the Naga Siren. Not a hero he plays, but
it's never gonna happen.
He does play the Medusa a little bit. He's played it the last 2 times he's played it in the last 3 months. He won both of those games.
What did you learn?
One of those was in the DPC against Boom. He also won a game against Galaxy Racer 3 months ago with the hero, so play the Medusa even if it's not his go-to.
It's just not really this mobility kind of carry here that he loves to play so much, but it makes perfect sense in this draft. And I might have to go for Fnatic as well. I really hate this DK persona. It just doesn't look like Dota.
You've swapped over. Hopped on the Fnatic bandwagon and...
I mean, look at this DK persona. Does it belong in Dota? It looks like a comic character. I don't know.
I think it's fine.
30 seconds.
It looks so silly. Look at it.
I think one of the comments I remember reading about like the new heroes and stuff is we need more monster heroes. Like it feels like every kind of new hero is kind of human-like.
Okay, fair enough.
We need just some like the broods, the monsters, you know, the Nixes, the bugs. Like that's what we need heroes with.
Like SF.
Fear to them. Yeah.
Okay, I mean I like that. I think monster heroes are really cool, and some of the monster heroes have the best voices in Dota here. Terrorblade, Outworld Devourer. Shadow Fiend, their voices are amazing, the models are really cool, and then we get a squirrel. Really? Why?
Human-like squirrel, kind of.
With 500 times more pixels than water, man.
Yes.
Well, here we go, Black. We'll save that conversation for another day, I'm sure. We'll get Ice Frog on the phone.
Yeah, right after the series.
Speed dial right here. Yep. We'll get the next patch rolling. Well, actually, no, we have to wait probably for the next qualifier region set patch happens. Here we go. Anything? Puck versus Ember mid. Top lane, we've got Mirana DK versus Abba TB. Any lanes you feel like are going to be more action-packed than others?
Not really, honestly. I don't really see a kill happen anywhere. Maybe bottom? like impale into Bloodray on the Phoenix, or Medusa even. Oh, he's getting very low there. But all the lanes are really just farm focused. Terrorblade will just farm against the Dragon Knight because he has the Abaddon shield. He should never die unless Abaddon pulls and he gets like caught out of position. Same with mid lane, you just farm there. And bot lane should pretty much be the same thing.
Gabby just with some...
Umi's taking a lot of damage.
Umi getting caught by the blood right, but yeah, Gabby getting some last hits while both enemies were trying to get those denied, so... for him, back at top, Tim's Mirana. Feels like he is one of these players, he's got the DK setup, but we've seen him land these arrows even without the setups. He's in trouble though. Doesn't have the leap in. With the Orb of Venom plus the Metamorphosis, they're going to get first blood. The Caster Curse strikes, I shouldn't have been hyping him up because he gives away an early kill.
That is not what should have happened.
Wanted to contest the pull, and DJ saw the opening. This Orb of Venom starting him is causing a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Arrow, top. Doesn't find DJ, finds the creep.
I think it's also the first time that he started with this on his Abaddon. Recognizing that Mirana level 1 is just very weak, and that's the only weak time they can abuse to kill this, and that's the time they found.
Die moment.
The DK, not a hero that's going to force you to buy a lot of regen and harass you.
Yeah.
Taking advantage of a lane that takes a few levels and a little bit to come online, but now Leap is in play. DJ continues to go for the right clicks. No points in the Curse of Avernus, which I'm totally okay with. He's just going for this more kind of, utility build.
Yeah. And of course DK is... He's not a weak laner per se, but he's just not a hero that can pressure you at all, right? Then once you're level 6, you just start a tower pressure. Tim's getting a little bit low, but of course has leaps to work with. Oh, DJ managed to snatch the bounty.
That's fine.
Yeah, that means Armel.
Away from this lane as well.
And that's the power of Terrorblade also. Like, heroes like DK are so good because they can just right-click you, making last hitting really hard, but because of all these illusions and the damage they deal, it's very easy for him to last hit.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Lane Ember doing well against the pub, just able to take through the spells with Flame Guard, spamming Sleight of Fist whenever it's up with the Lightstone and an arrow.
Oh, that's your kind of arrow.
You know me too well.
Yeah,
he refilled the bottle black, okay? He did his job, and he was just, he had a free arrow to try and get a kill.
Yeah, it was very close. The Ember literally just walked behind the creep. I was like, yeah.
It's a happy Mirana. You got a range creep out of it,
Yeah, probably the 7th of the game.
Denied, if he's just looking out for his puck, making sure it doesn't get denied.
I know that feeling. Usually I'm on the other side. I'm on the puck side.
Oh, so you're happy? Yeah, okay.
Of course, I'm happy. Always happy.
Next time I play a pub game with you, I'll come mid on Mirana and just shoot arrows at them. May not accidentally get your range creep.
As soon as you do that, I'll intentionally aggro the melee creeps in front of it. Just be like, ha!
Oh, damn. The pub players on my team are not skilled enough to do that. You found a solution for it.
Oh no! What do we do now? My strat is gone. Metamorphosis pop. Just to farm.
Yep. Farm. Push out the DK a little bit.
Mirana is still middle. Looking for another arrow potentially.
Yeah. I guess feeling like
not on the range creep again, please. Arrows coming through.
He's looking to place it, but the TP coming in from the
He dodged the coil.
The TP got cancelled. Jabs is here though to help bail him out. Armel waiting forward, but dodge the coil. What a play from Chuan. Now the dive coming in from the Phoenix as he shows up. All the supports converging on this lane. Kims gets away, but the vision is there from the third with the shield popping. DJ gets the kill. Now he's looking for an escape, which he may not have. Armel will have another orb in a couple of seconds. It gets dodged by DJ. He'll have to run back to the high ground, which could spell his demise. Puppy finishes him off. Oh, Chuan tipping him with the miscoil.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. It's not something you can really counterplay, It's just unfortunate timing, really. Like, he slides of fists while he coils. It's just... It happens. And it feels really bad, but what can you do, man? I feel like the arrow would have missed though, if you got coiled, right? So, wouldn't have led to a kill regardless.
That's so true. He actually ends up hitting a crazy good arrow after all. But Amel, the fortune going his way, gets the 6-minute power rune up top where he was already headed.
Yeah, he tried to steal it. Very. You know when you slide a fist on top of a rune, you can right click it and steal it? Yeah, going for the play there. Just not being able to quite get it. And I'm looking for a rotation here from Amel for sure. With that arcane rune, maybe towards the Bloodseeker. Usa? He seems to be more than fine. Jabs is in a little bit of trouble maybe.
Right away.
Yeah, arcane rune Puck is scary. He's being top.
I was gonna say the play you mentioned, yeah, he just headed top and Armel looking at
Hi DJ.
Here, DJ, yeah. May just go down if they want to commit a coil here. We'll do so. They'll just take the free kill. I think once he scouts out DJ, he knows there's no way to get the TP. TP's already deep into the jungle, so he's gonna just throw a 50-second cooldown coil because of the arcane rune, so why not?
Yeah, and get a lot of tower pressure at top as well. Bottom Medusa again. I mean, he's just too survivable with his mana shield. And that is the problem as Ember Spirit. Like, you can't really ever pressure the tower when the enemy mid laner leaves, so now he's making his way towards the bot lane. But this Medusa is very survivable. And Puck has a TP ready soon.
Top tower is under attack.
There's no mana.
Gets hit by the earth. In goes Juan.
Has stick though.
Slide of fist, yeah. He's gonna have stick as well as a dive, so he gets back to the safety of his trees, goes for the TP out. Gabby. His play. Does he stay down here or does he feel like it's time to leave?
Might be time to leave because Ember's coming back momentarily and they do have a rupture. If Gabby dies here, it's really bad for him.
He's gotten maybe a little bit greedy. Searing change in the blood, right? The TP's coming in. I think they recognize that they cannot let Gabby die.
Yeah. He has 11 sticks too, so he's very survivable with the mana shield, of course.
Looks like Gabby wants to stay down here. You don't want to, I mean, DK, he's already committed the TP, so Gabby may just go back to the jungle now.
Yeah, mid lane, another coil on DJ. This time around he doesn't die. But yeah, he doesn't like DJ very much, it seems like. Every time he throws a coil out on him. Good arrow, but no conversion.
Not going to be followed up. He gets the D ward down bottom on that power ward, so that's a nice find for him.
Yep, and TP'd bottom. With level 4 meta. Can they kill his Dragonet though? He's pretty tanky.
Yeah, that's, I guess, why they left him down here then. Medusa's like, alright, you're now on tower defense duty. They took top, and usually this is a tower trade, but Bok getting ruptured. Gets hit by the Earth Spike, so he can't get out of the Blood Red Silence. He's in some trouble here. The stun's still going. He gets a Dragon Tail, and perhaps before he dies, Great Heal coming in, and Death be in some trouble with the heals. He is still alive. Too much survivability. The Blood Right is not going to be enough, but the Earth Spike will finish off the kill. Death gets a little bit of a heal from that, so that could help him out. He goes for the team. Still on call. Now Chuan showing up. Catches out the Phoenix. Jabs has an Earth Spike in a couple of seconds, but he's got to be a little bit careful. The Puck is hunting for him. Jabs wants his kill. Doesn't look like he's going to be needed for it. The Ember just gets on his own. Great play from Juan on the Ember. Causing all kinds of problems. As Armo just looking to clear the creeps to keep this tower alive. Cutting waves, cutting creeps. I like what I'm seeing from his Puck, but it's Fnatic who come out on top of this little skirmish.
Yeah, and this little observer ward from the Radiant gave Armel all the information he needed.
The turnaround on Jabs. The Orb not going to land as Armel goes in with the coil plus silence and the double Starstorm hit.
I claim your
Jabs.
And Phoenix TPing down there to get level 6. There's a tome available, so he should have it whenever he chooses to buy it. And that's a big ultimate. Like Puck Coil plus Phoenix or Death, maybe a little bit of a problem.
Didn't have mana for the arrow, so there was no follow-up. He's very tanky with this hook, though. Looks like TNC are just trying to force him off the lane so they can pressure the tower with the Siege Wagon.
Now the arrow on DJ.
Ooh, it's level 5 only. They're going to go for the kill. They follow it up. They do have to worry about this Blood Red turnaround. Dragonet could be in trouble. He's being ruptured up, so he may pay the price for this aggression. Get some damage on the Tier 1 tower, but trading a core for a support here.
Yeah. The arrow may be a little bit of a bait, where they go in a little deeper than they should. But space for Terrorblade. I mean, what do we even say about this hero anymore? It just feels like every game is the same, where he just gets so absurdly rich so fast because of his conjure images, and then once he hits his timings, it's an unstoppable force.
See if Medusa has anything to say about that. I feel like we were seeing a lot of Medusa for a while. I remember watching the SEA and China DPC, and you guys were always hyping up how good this hero was with the old Axe build. But what says the current Medusa build? Like,
you don't really go for Axe anymore, almost ever, simply because of the new talent timing. So now you just itemize into the right click, you get the 30 attack speed talent, which is really good. You get a free evasion talent, and you just don't have the same team fight prowess anymore than you did previously, because hitting level 15 and the axe timing was very, very simple and very quick. This time around, you need level 20 to do the same thing, and the timings just don't check out anymore. This is why the hero doesn't get picked as much. He's still very strong though, just have to play it differently.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
At bottom, they're going to invis up. They're looking for initiation. Can they find Raven? They've got the supernova ready to go.
Bok is almost dead already.
Yeah, Bok, he just gets blown up before he can do anything. Armel winning rips in, but he's going to get the hell out of there. He does drop the Dream Coil. With the Stone Gaze, TNC at least can't get gone up for now, but now it's worn off, and Fnatic have taken almost no damage here. They've got to get Armel out of there. He doesn't orb very far. He jaunts. Actually gets the winning rift down to the low ground.
Stone Gaze
to get his way out of there. Either Fist Spam going to do some good damage here, but every ultimate used except for the Stone Gaze on Gabby.
Yeah, Bok's running in and dying in a second. Way overestimating his strength there. EK is trying to get to a Blink Dagger. I don't know, I'm a little bit scared for this Dragon Knight. Like every time he brings in, he's just gonna die. He's not survivable against all this pure damage.
Well, I guess for now it's free Blink, but seeing the firepower coming out from the Fnatic side is Armel. What's the his way out of there?
Yeah, he finished his what's it called, Witchblade now, so his damage output is going to be a little higher. But they're not very farmed on the Fnatic side either. Like this Ember and Bloodseeker, it's not like they're monstrously farmed. They're just as poor as the Dragon Knight.
Top tower is under attack.
Oh, nice deny. Doesn't seem like much, but it's actually 250 gold for the team. Pretty good.
We are headed towards perhaps more of the Sala game, you know, that we've become very familiar with and that we expected from these two teams. The first two games, the TNC ones, were, you know, much quicker, fast-paced, but this feels like we're back to the battle of the late game carries. Dusa versus Terrorblade, both heroes getting free farm, neither team pulling ahead, and probably a lot of battles around this Roshan.
Yeah, this time around TNC just didn't want to put themselves onto this clock, this so scary clock where you go into late game versus Terrorblade, you just lose. So they picked the Medusa, which naturally will lead to a slower paced game. But yeah, there's nothing scarier than being on a clock on a TI qualifier. It's the worst feeling.
Tower, Armel wants it. He's coming in, is it going to get denied as well? Yep, another tower deny.
Dabs TPing in, slow TP though.
I was trying to get it from the trees there, but that's now 2 towers denied by Fnatic.
Yeah, Medusa, TB, neck and neck. I mean, everybody is neck and neck. Look at all these rolls. The farm distribution is very even.
Right down to the center.
Never refuse gold given.
One of the things I feel like, you know, there is a TB, but it does feel like this, you know, but could be at least a little bit of a problem in these.
100%. And the problem is Bloodseeker is not very farmed to a point where if he doesn't get some farm soon or some teamfight success, he might just end up as a support, which is why we don't see a lot of Bloodseeker. If you don't crush your lane and snowball, you don't do a whole lot. Coil pop.
Lion gets pulled by the coil, and Gabby's there to back it up and secure the kill. Doesn't get the orb out, but be careful, the Ember's just gonna finish him off. Okay.
There's a lot of damage with the Javelin proc as well.
Yeah, okay. I was like, oh, That explains that.
Oh, he didn't stun him.
The amount.
Fuck.
Maybe
It was a big misplay there. Ember would have died, I'm pretty sure.
the arrow follow up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mid lane, they're going to defend that instead. They don't want to overcommit. Instead, Death. He thought he was maybe safe here, but he is. Okay, he's fine. He'll back off.
Gabby's actually going for the same old item build. He's still going for the Aghanim Scepter.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah.
is under
Despite
I think I've seen at
having
least
different talents.
one or two juices go for it.
Okay.
In
I mean, you get the
qualifier.
cooldown on the snake a little bit sooner now. But the big talent was always the mana gain from the snake, which is of course 20 now. See how much it will do. For now he finishes his Manta style, which is of course against the Bloodseeker Silence and the Searing Chains. But Lion of course is very good against these illusions.
Yeah. The support. Not just this series, but this entire qualifier. I feel like I remember coming in when we got to day one, first series, we're like, what heroes should we see? We're talking about like stuff like Hoodwink, you know? Hoodwink, the most picked hero, every other region's picking Hoodwink, and SCA team's like, this Hoodwink hero doesn't do anything. They're all about the Lion here.
Yeah, it's Lion and Phoenix I think the most picked, right, in this qualifier? Maybe I'm wrong.
I'm gonna say you're right.
I see Phoenix a lot.
I believe in you, Black.
Thank you.
The don't buff stats they showed the combo region.
What if your combo regions? Okay. But yeah, of course, this Phoenix hero also is just such a dominant team fighter. Has been for such a long time as well. Even post nerfs. And Lion finishes his blink now. Do they want to go for a quick smoke?
The Iron Scan did scout them out near the Roshan pit. Neither team, of course, going for Roshan
Radiant's
yet.
bottom tower
It's
is
not like
under
either
attack.
team was geared towards it.
Radiant structures
Terrible Roshan.
are fortified.
They're looking at like, you know, a 2-3 item timing before they even consider. And even then, they're not considering Rosh. They want to take a fight.
Yeah. And the way
Radiant's
Gabby's
bottom
itemizing
tower
here
has fallen.
tells me they want to hit before
Dire's
Terrorblade
top
hits
tower
critical
is under
mass.
attack.
Like he is not gearing towards the late game just yet, but more for these mid game team fights.
Alright, well. See if they get a top T2 tower that could open things up to get this outpost,
Radiant
give them a little bit of an XP
structures
boost, but
are
Fnatic don't want to maybe give this one up. They TP and BJ.
They're too late though if they want to TP, I think.
Run in, yeah. Other heroes not TPing, they are looking to rotate. This tower looks like it will go down. TNC have the disengage if they need it with the Stone Gauge.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Ember's rotating in.
With the hex.
It's a DD Ember.
Okay, they made this let Tim's die here. Yeah, Schwan shows up with a DD, and I think they're going to leave Tim's to the Wolves. Fnatic chomp down and take the freebie kill.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is
Okay.
under attack.
We have seen so many Armel pucks just be dominant. This game is a little bit more difficult, of course, because there's a Lion. It's not a free puck game. But even against puck, I feel like I've seen Armel do godly things.
Some of these, SCA puck players just seem to be able to maneuver around even the lineups that have a ton of disable.
Yeah, even from T1, Carl, one of the best pucks in the world. So many good puck players in SEA. Kind of insane. Maybe the hero of the region, even. Meta popped.
They
Okay.
run in the challenge of playing in disabled. Great Earth Spike from Jabs, catches out through the finger of death bomb. There we go. We're just hyping him up. The caster curse, it strikes once more. Puck goes down. He got
That was a
down by
massive
the line.
impale. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we just see time and time again why Lion is so good. And I feel like Fnatic wins this game. Maybe TNC. No. I mean, I guess it depends on who has first pick. Because in the first game, I think TNC first picked Lion. But yeah, might be
Two
ban-worthy.
games in a row where Fnatic had first pick, because it feels like the team should be prioritizing first pick because Lion is such an important hero. Plus, you can do this Lion TP opener where your draft just feels so good once you get Lion TP, like you don't really have any gaps.
In your drafting, like the way it works, well, not really new anymore, but where you get 3 bans after the first 2 picks, is really strong for first pick, because they just first to the Terrorblade, as you said, and then they ban a lot of the hard matchups. And the semi-hard matchups are still in the pool, sure, but Lion sort of covers those a little bit.
Here we go, TNC ready to take this first fight. They go in
Only a
with the
bat,
Dragon
no.
Tail. Arrow, follow up, and it's not the hero they're hoping for. They do get the slow out on DJ. He's still got his shield depleted, so...
No, is he gonna get away? He is.
Nope. Has the Holy Locket. Coil elsewhere. They found Death. He's going to break the coil, perhaps hoping for a shield here, but DJ a little bit far away. He's in trouble now. They pulled BJ back in. Because Death got caught, the Abaddon tried to save him and dies in the process, but looks like he will in fact save Death, so worth his
structures are fortified.
own demise.
Yeah. And we actually saw Armel taking his moment of experience. I feel like they should be prioritizing Phoenix a little bit more, maybe, so he gets his 12 faster. Maybe he'll be getting it from the creep waves down there instead. This Phoenix egg is going to be massive for these team fights.
Give it. อ้าวเจ้าจังไหนนี่ไหวบ่นี่
Right, that's going to be a level 2 egg soon. Needs to bounce some alone time down bottom.
Egg Medusa ult, we've seen so many times. It's one of the more classic combos. Hey guys, let's all hit the egg. Medusa starts screaming and you're like, oh no, we're all slowed and we can't hit the egg. Haven't really seen a heavy team fight yet from TNC, which is a little bit weird because they have Coil, Medusa ult, and, as we said, the Phoenix egg. Should be pretty easy team fights for them.
So that was the Singapore Major combo. Everyone was picking Puck every game, and it was the Puck Phoenix where you coil them and you drop an egg on top of them and they can't run from it.
Yeah, and you can't really fight into it either. Just a very potent combination. Gabby now also finished up his Aghanim Scepter, and I think they should be going aggressive here soon. They're giving this Terrorblade a lot of space. He finished the Skadi already.
Mentioned level 20 talent, Medusa only 2 levels away from it, so at least that's kind of on the horizon for TNC.
Just feel like they could have turned up the speed of the game a little bit. Like the pace is a little slow, which favors Fnatic, and TNC definitely have the right heroes to up the pace, just they didn't feel comfortable doing so yet.
Definitely, I would say partially hats off to DJ. His positioning on the Abaddon, he's just tanking these smoke ganks.
Yeah.
Every time it feels like TNC try and make a move, DJ is just there to be like, maybe I die, maybe I don't. Either way, you're not going to get anything out of this.
Yeah, potentially if Fnatic win this also, it's gonna be in TNC's head. You know, they picked this Dragon Knight, Mirana combination, didn't ban the Abaddon, they just pick it. He's negating so many kills so far.
Zul head towards, looks like not just, you know, this 2-item Medusa, Gabby wanting to hit that level 20 talent, wanting that next item as Skadi of his own. And, you know, when you get to these games where teams are playing things a bit more cautiously, waiting for that great team fight, getting a lot more farm. One small thing I feel like I always see, one team's got a Philosopher's Stone, the other doesn't. Jabs is a very happy camper. His Lion's getting that extra gold, and TNC's like, and Phoenix is like, where's mine?
Yeah, just like game 2. It feels like it's also where he didn't get it. What was it, game 3? I don't know, but one of those games was the same scenario. So once again, let's revisit my token idea.
Tokens. Yep.
Yeah. Tokens.
It sounds like you're trying to sell me like the latest crypto. It's like, yeah.
Dota tokens.
Blackcoin.
And now they're smoked up looking for a team fight. And they have to, because otherwise Medusa could have just itemized into a more greedy way, where he just farms away. Double damage Terrorblade.
Oh, yeah, and that's why teams, the Fnatic themselves are smoked up. They want to fight. They're happy to go on Gabby. His Medusa gets hit by an Earth Spike. Follow-up isn't going to be there.
Bok went in, but he's dead.
He just leaps Bok. He just gets annihilated. Can they find more? They need the disables. So that's exactly what Jabs brings to the table. He's hiding in the shadow. I mean, he loves this item pickup. He found Puck in Pale. He found Armel's Puck, the Shadow Amulet, giving him the initiation. He was just sitting there in biz, and then Puck showed on the ward, and Jabs caught him. Oh, that's huge.
And Lion.
MVP plays.
Yeah. Jabs on his Lion is absolutely incredible.
He just makes Shadow Amulet look like a broken item. He did it earlier with the Shadow Demon as well, even though I think they ended up losing that game.
Yeah, they did, but as you said, what he did in the base was... Yeah, it's kind of crazy how strong he makes that look. Phoenix bites back.
We'll buy back. DJ in the front line has the borrowed time. Just tanking up, forcing out the Medusa Stone Gaze. And Gabby's just going to retreat with this one. Has been ruptured, so he doesn't want to run too far. Can they get back into this Rotem pit? Puck respawning in 8 seconds. I think they're trying to force this one, knowing there's no metamorphosis. Fnatic.
Oh, the arrow!
Black.
Okay.
They've got the Abaddon.
Fake hype.
They're okay.
Forgot about Abaddon. No Medusa 20 talent yet. We can really see him struggle with his mana pool.
Time he may have enough time to wait it out because Terrorblade doesn't have Metamorphosis. So Fnatic want to force this one.
Our next team fight, if they want to wait, it's gonna be a BKB Terrorblade.
Fishing, scouting for whatever they can.
Yeah. Where do you think the damage is gonna come from? I feel like it's mostly gonna be Phoenix, cause Medusa is itemizing purely into tank / utility. Oh, Ruby, you can't die here.
Out of position, jumps forward, gets the egg off near the cliff. Good position to be. Box on the high ground, though. He's stuck. He's moved up there. They killed the lion, though, so I think they're okay. Let's Fnatic realize
Stuck there, though.
and they see him with the sleight of fist. They know he's up here. He's going to blink in a couple of seconds, so he's
Drinking aggressively.
goes in aggressively. That's the shield to maybe help him out, but now the Rupture's going to come into play. The first one comes out on block. The DK kind of disengaged, but he can't really run too far. Even with the BKB, the Rupture causing him problems, and into the Roshan pit we go.
And they really do this, though.
Out of the Roshan pit we go.
Yeah.
Metamorphosis is coming up.
It's a perfect ancient spawn, though, for Medusa if he wants to snake it. Get back his mana. TV has meta again already? He does.
Been a long standoff around this pit.
Medusa only sitting on 500 mana. They can't fight this.
Oh, but they kind of jump. TNC has to rely on the high ground. That's the key hero to perhaps pick off. Schwein in trouble as well. He gets the side of this. He gets the remnant away. Still alive. One more right click from the TV. Knock me enough. He TPs himself home. Another Rupture under this DK. Raven being zoned back by the Aghanim Scepter.
DJ died as well.
Armel, he found DJ. No more saves. They lose the DK in the process. It's Schwein on the Ember Spirit. The Stone Gate is being used, but it's just to kind of cover the retreat of Tims, who is being scattered by the Thirst.
Yeah, Armel also being scattered by the Thirst.
Those shields, though, if they hit an arrow, this could be problematic.
They are only 3 heroes.
Oh, they're steering chains. He manages it off.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Got one Rupture that he used up, so Medusa gonna just TP on home. They may just give up this Roshan. They're delaying it so well. Medusa's gonna walk all the way back though, so Medusa's not here for quite some time after that TP out.
Egg up in 5.
Should be enough. Raven doesn't have Metamorphosis. This fight is the never-ending working matchup. They egg, they sunray. Who's gonna kill it? Quan and Death, they're gonna bring this down. Fnatic, we're ready for it. They punish this. Raven
died as well.
Now they're gonna lose more. Tim's picked off. Armel dead as well. He was in the pit looking for the steal, but couldn't get it.
Yeah, I think they should have just given it up. They also lost the gem on the puck because of this that he previously stole from the Abaddon. Like, if you want to fight them, Medusa cannot TP out. Like, you gotta make a call collectively as a team, because now you bled away 3 heroes and gave them ages anyways.
Was a bit mostly low on mana, but could have like fallen back and looked for a Mystic Snake target. But
yeah, it's tough.
You know, you mentioned it's not the Gabby hero, and that's something you mentioned. He's more about those jump in and kind of carries. So
yeah,
Fnatic taking advantage.
We see the same Terrorblade story again. He's going to the Daedalus next, and then even Medusa should not be tanky enough to just stand there and fight through it. She has no damage items whatsoever. She's tickling this Terrorblade.
It feels like they're going to rely on some kind of Dragon Tail arrow combo to catch him by surprise, and to do that they have to take Abaddon out of the picture, which maybe like
how do you do that though?
That's going to be Armel's job. If Armel can even just silence the Abaddon, make sure that those heals and shields don't come into play.
Yeah, there will have to be the only play they really have, but he will have BKB. He already has BKB in fact. Oh, they're going to be absolutely perfect on the chain stun. It's a tough game from here on out.
Yeah, Aegis have got over-destruction on TB. Looking to slowly siege things, but TNC have a very good draft to delay things and defend. Yep. Very annoying pushing into this frontline Medusa.
And in the meantime, Puck is just farming side lanes.
Jabs, but yeah, it looks... And I mean, this is TNC making the most out of the map. They're defending while also getting farm elsewhere. So Armel making sure his farm continues, finds a Lincoln Sphere. That's a big pickup for him against this Lion.
Yeah, Medusa still holding her ground at the tower. Oh, they fought it. Mirana?
Finger, backline, side of fist, just deletes the Mirana. the finger of death. Gabby going to be forced to pop the stone gates in the trees. They're looking to turn this one around. They get the Dragon Tail. Can they kill off Raven? He gets the BKB off just in time. Finds his Thunder target. It's DJ who can pop the borrowed time to help himself heal back up. And Raven, he wants Fox. He wants the DK. Fox stuck in it. It's going to be inside the blood right as Tron gets the backline as well. It's going to be a dieback if they're not careful. Mirana leaping away back to the high ground. Gabby in the front has a buyback.
Big snake.
Completely out of mana. He gets the snake. He heals back his mana for now. TB still just wailing away, doing too much damage. Gabby mantas it off. Still scurrying back into the trees. Has to be so careful. If they find him here, it's going to be a dieback. It's a monster kill. It's a double kill. Tron, only Armel left standing, has got the Linkens. Into the trees he goes with no Lion to worry about. Armel feeling confident, but there could be a Searing Chains. Fnatic have found 4 kills plus multiple, at least one dieback there on the Mirana.
Yeah.
Tired, flipping creeps. They want to go high ground.
Medusa had enough money for the Skadi, just never managed to buy it. And she just feels like a tickle monster. She's right-clicking a lot, but for not a lot of damage. Which is also why this item will fall out of favor. Like, you have this Aghanims, you can freeze people or stone people. Imagine if you had a butterfly Skadi instead of this. It would be way stronger and you would actually feel its impact in these fights a lot more. Definitely missed the Aghanim's timing, and now it's all Terrorblade, who itemized purely fight.
Daedalus timing feels very scary. He just won't be up for much longer though, but looks like Fnatic have got themselves a pretty substantial lead here, Black.
100%. Like, the Medusa needs minimum 1 more damage item. Like, Skadi is good, doesn't solve any damage problems though, which we kind of criticized at the beginning, that the draft is lacking damage. Once they get this Daedalus on Dusa, and maybe 1 more item after, I think they're going to be in a good position. But it's a long way till then.
Perhaps not going to be the ones to let up. Grouped up as if they may be looking for another smoke play fairly soon. Go. Can they move? Raven going to be looking to push out this bottom lane. Not to worry about showing himself while the rest of his team look to make a play.
Daedalus on Terrorblade. It's going to be critting for a good 1,000 every hit. Whew.
Fires though. Root in the mid lane, Fox.
Is under attack.
Going to be gone, or they don't have the Bloodseeker nearby for the Ruptures. Feels like I feel like a few of these fights, Death has just used both of his Ruptures on this DK because Medusa just stands still and Puck is so elusive. So poor DK is just constantly suffering the Rupture.
Yeah, you blink in, you get ruptured, you get hit by Terrorblade. That's been his fate the entire game, pretty much, even since the early game. Bad. But what other play does he have? Like, you're just a DK, right? What are you supposed to do?
Hero known for its flashiness by any means.
Yeah, especially from the offlane position.
Got the fire room if they need him back. Radiant side of the map. Doesn't look like Fnatic are interested in forcing any kind of a high ground play. Just waiting for next Roshan again. We keep, you know, highlighting how important Roshan is for both these two teams.
Yeah, and it doesn't feel like TNC will really be able to do a whole lot about it, because as soon as this Roshan respawns, the heroes at this point take it down very easily. And they just keep cutting all the side waves, but they just have no way of pushing his lanes in. Yeah, Armel TPing out just in time.
I was just hunting up there with an Invis and he almost found a couple of heroes, but TNC have regrouped and smoking on out. They're going to push the lanes with the Manta illusions, but Fnatic with good vision will not see the smoke, of course, but the fact when you have good vision, you don't see your enemies, it's a lot easier to kind of put 2 and 2 together and realize that they're probably smoked up.
Yeah. They are dewarding the newly put wards, so if they didn't know before, now they know 100%.
They see Medusa and they got to imagine. Medusa's pushed to the river. There's, you know, no way Medusa should be alone, right? Fnatic. By the book, playing it safe. Heroes go missing, let's group up. We're not going to split and farm multiple lanes. You know, one of the recent golden rules of Dota is you don't farm 3 lanes. That's just too greedy.
Yeah, unless it's Illusions doing it. And this Philosopher's Stone has been such a godsend for labs. He's so rich. Already has his ether lens, and in these games you can really tell how much his Philosopher's Stone actually
Radiant's middle
impacts the
tower
game.
is under attack.
It's been what, almost 20 minutes, 80 GPM.
Yeah,
You can do the math right, Black.
1600. Huh?
Thank you. Yeah, I totally.
That's basically one item.
100 gold. Yeah.
So, once again,
Hey.
tokens are a good thing. You can purchase them at discount.
Buy Black coin at a crypto store near you.
Has been defeated.
You won't regret it.
Guys, don't buy it. Scam.
Oh, Mirana just gets blown up. No
Dire's
chance
bottom
whatsoever.
tower is under attack.
And this is when we see a Mirana pick just be useless. Like the Abaddon pick made her useless early game, and now she's just so poor that she has no impact anymore.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Great
attack. Dire's
Ember pickup for
bottom tower
Fnatic.
has fallen.
10-0-7. Chuan is
Radiant's
having a
top
hell of a
tower
game.
is under attack.
Yep,
really
cutting some
stepping
meat.
up here.
Already has Agam set as well. Almost 25 for the Remnant recharge time. There's a lot of good timings coming here for
Dire's
Fnatic.
bottom tower is under attack.
He even got the book queued up already. Yeah, he's purchasing. Oh, they didn't purchase a minute 30 book, so now he is 25. And to Remnant City we go.
What can TNC do here? They just at the mercy of Fnatic and sit back, wait for mistakes, or can they make any kind of play?
I think they need to contest the next Roshan. Like the item in there is going to be too big, whether it's a refresher or Aghanims. It's a second Rosh or third? I forgot it. Third Rosh, right?
No ways.
That's the second one.
I think it's second. Yeah, no.
It's gonna be a shot. So it's gonna be Aegis Cheese. I just don't know how to kill this Terrorblade twice. With the Abaddon behind him.
TB with refresher strike would be very, or even Ember with a refresher.
Yeah. I mean, this is the new meta, right? You just build this refresher up on Ember, you have 10 remnants, double BKB. So much damage coming out from you. Ah, double damage. Of course. Roshan will respawn in 1 second. Oh, yeah. Will they scout it though? Stone Boy's back. Waiting to be slain.
TNC though, they're smoked up. They know they need to contest this Roach, but Fnatic themselves smoked up. They're claiming this high ground. Shadow is there. Emperor gonna pop the smoke as he goes jumping into Falcon Tail. Is there Bot? Gets up the first Dragon Tail. He's been ruptured up though. Gonna be caught in the blood rain if he's not careful. This TP just doing too much. The double damage, you can't even see it. But luckily Medusa with the Stone Gaze trying to get Raven. They do pop out the Supernova, but the Stone Gaze is already worn off, so he can't keep it alive. The Sunder! It goes on the Medusa, burning away her health here. She's in trouble. Gets caught down, and Death's Bloodseeker able to tank his way through all the damage.
There's a timeless relic that somebody forgot. The Ancient.
Ow, ow.
That's your big pickup. Whose is that?
Radiant structures
It's being
are
pinged now. It's
fortified.
picked up by the Dire.
Okay, it was Dyer's anyway.
Medusa, no buyback. Went for the
Yeah.
lap, bought the Daedalus for that fight, and just didn't have the damage. And now to the high ground we go. Fnatic.
That is the problem. If you can't execute the combo, this Terrorblade just hits too hard. And it looks like as though they're gonna lose. So Park. Ember's on the chase, but not chasing any longer.
I think he's just, he's not wasting his time with the puck.
If this goes to game 5, you gotta address the first phase of the draft. 100%.
The Lion, yeah.
I don't know if you just take first pick or what. I don't know what the rules are. But if you don't get first pick, you need to either ban the Lion or Terrorblade. Like, you didn't find an answer to either of those.
And it does leave something else in the pool, but you've got to be willing to accept that. Even, it feels like this Lion is doing way more than the Nyx that keeps getting banned, or...
Yeah,
Still
or the
ban
Timber
the
that they keep banning.
Your shrine has
There's
fallen.
options to play into these
Dire's
heroes.
bottom tower is under
As
attack.
the second game in a row, Fnatic. Full use of this Lion TB. They weren't going to go down without a fight, and they fall back on a Raven classic, one of the best, most signature heroes. Get them all the way to a game 5. They're not there yet, though, Black. There's still, perhaps some hurdles to jump over.
Yeah. Just TNC, they like to make it hard for themselves, make it interesting for the viewers. So, see how long they can defend the base. They will definitely need some big damage infusion here on the Medusa. Rapier is probably on the menu at this point.
Good. You say damage, and that's what came into my head. So I'm glad we're on the same page. I'm hoping Gabby is. Late game Dota. Here we go. 40 minutes as Fnatic.
You can be queued up right now.
Okay.
I feel like that doesn't answer your problem at all. Like, you need damage. You die last in every team fight, so survivability doesn't matter at this point, in my opinion. Damage, damage, damage. Damage. Maybe even as a tank, so you can just survive a bit longer with that level 25 talent. Splitshot uses modifiers. It's really good as well. You have like 600% lifesteal or something like that. Crazy. Pretty good.
Does that talent change this game for Gabby that much? Like, I mean, as far as does it boost up TNC's chances here?
It does, but only if you itemize it into items that actually make good use of it, like the Satanic or just more damage. Oh, they caught the DK.
Drawn, he gets the BKB off. Doesn't have the TP up though.
No, they cancel the TP.
Oh.
No reveal? No. But
I think Ember has a gem. Oh no, actually, gem over somewhere.
ว้าวเจ้าจังไหนนี่ไหวบอลนี่
actually thirst. Great ability.
Bloodseeker.
Yeah, and now it's time to knock on the high ground. They're not gonna let this Medusa farm any more items.
TB with a level 25 Metamorph range because this gets this from the low ground, doesn't have to overcommit. Medusa forced to Manta, finds a flicker, that's a great item to have.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
It's still problematic, can't really move with the Rupture. Puck going on the backlines, wants this line, but the line kept alive by the Abandon. Defensive play from DJ. Knowing that Jabs is the #1 target for this Puck, meanwhile Raven just eyes on the prize, the buildings, picked off one by one.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Goes in, sees the Phoenix, jumps the Phoenix, will force a necessary supernova. He's dead if he doesn't use it. Fran's just happy to just get the hell out of there with this BKB. Still has a cheese, which is going to pop as well. The Puck goes jumping in. Once Jabs gets the take on that, but the damage just isn't there. As Raven will find his Metamorph wearing off, so... Another... Oh! That's painful.
Wait, did that do a Rupture?
Yeah, Rupture dive.
Radiant's top
It was like
barracks are
passing
under
the dive as the Rupture was cast. Didn't want to count. I mean, I think it was dead either way. PB.
Medusa's dying!
With an Act step there, Medusa gets the flicker, but it's not going to be enough. Pull back in, doesn't fly back in the trees. Tins, as well as the poor Puck, get found out. They're leaping away. It's looking like we're going to a game 5. Jabs is getting low on the line, but that's just a line kill with the Stone Gaze committed. Gabby flickers out of there for now, but Raxby, Focus, and TNC back against the wall.
Radiant's bottom barracks are
Doesn't look
Radiant's
like
top
they've got anything.
barracks.
Unpin themselves as Gabby ruptured up, trying to turn onto Raven. Not enough, it looks like. The arrow will land though, even after the mad sub, but it gets shielded up immediately. DJ always ready to make these plays. Fnatic say it's time to get this W. Let's go for the tier 4 towers, let's go for the throw. Another arrow gonna land, but once again, you gotta expect that shield to come into play. Abby.
And the heal also.
Tickle monster, you called him.
Yeah.
Some people afraid of the tickle monster, and Fnatic say that.
Raven. Yeah.
He's resistant.
And that's it. GG.
Game 5.
Yeah, I expected TNC to be much more aggressive around. Like, Fnatic, we already said they know exactly what they want to do, which is hit this critical mass terrible at timing. And I thought with the itemization of the Medusa, they had the tools to stop him, but they were happy just sitting back and farming, even though the Medusa did itemize into an Aghanim Scepter. Like, if you want to go that route, just go like Skadi Butterfly or something, so you can